Wagwan people, Moneybag Matt is live. You know that I'm bringing the vibes. Got my Rooibos tea. Okay, that's still hot. First of all, I'm really proud and excited about how yesterday's episode did, so thank you so much for that. You guys really interacted a lot. There were a ton of comments. For today's topics, I took the most liked comment from yesterday's video and a slide in from IG. Keep commenting topics that you want me to hit up. Thank you so much for interacting, man. It really does mean a lot. Okay, so today the two topics I'm covering are what do I think about waiting before marriage for sex, and what if my girl wanted to wait until marriage. And we're talking about my fashion, where I get my kicks, my clothes, what I think about drip, etc, etc, etc. So let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, what do I think about waiting until marriage for that? I can talk about personally first. The only reason I waited until so late to lose my virginity, which was at age 18, was because of my religious upbringing. So it was sort of like do I compromise my values or not? And my values were influenced by my parents, and my parents were influenced by religion, obviously. I grew up as a Protestant Christian, by the way. So I was always taught that it's good to wait until marriage to have sex. I actually turned down one of my exes.
Yeah.
Who was ready to have sex, who I really loved. Okay, sure, it was puppy love because I was young, but she was ready to lose her virginity with me, and I turned her down because I wasn't ready. In retrospect, I do regret that decision. I feel like we really had a lot of love for each other, and that just would have been another way to show it. By the way, my mentality around sex with someone that you care about is just, it's an extension of affection that you have for them. So like the same way you would show love to someone by taking them out to eat as a surprise, or giving them a gift, or spending quality time with them, I put the same amount of importance on like physical affection, like kissing them, loving them, making love to them. You get what I'm saying? Sex in a hookup context is a completely different thing, but that's not what we're talking about today. In retrospect, the decision that I made to like wait on the sex for that girl, I do regret, because I do actually think that she was the right girl for that decision. Like she was perfect in every way at the time for me, and I do regret that, because now I've sort of fallen away from my religious... Damn, that Egyptian goose was moving. I have fallen away... What's going on today, bro? I have fallen away from like my religious beliefs in that context. So since those principles aren't really in my life anymore, I sort of think back to like, why did I even do that if this is the outcome? But again, hindsight's 2020. Okay, that being said, that I do regret that, I just want to give a disclaimer to anyone who is still a virgin. Do not rush the decision to have sex, okay? I didn't. Even if I had have lost my virginity to the girl that I turned down, that still wouldn't have been rushing it. Like I was 18 at that point anyways. Do not rush it. No matter what your friends are saying, no matter what your friends have done, I know that having sex seems so important to you right now when you're younger. It really is not, okay? Make sure that it's with the right person. There are so many people that I've met, so many of my friends that have regrets about the bodies that they have. They wish they could take away like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like because they rushed the decision or they made impulse decisions. Take your time with it. There is no rush. Although that being said, on top of that being said, I wouldn't suggest waiting until very late in life to have sex for the first time, especially if you plan on getting married later in life around your 30s, because I won't lie to you. If you want to be like 22 or 24 and a virgin, it does not bode well for you in the single life. I'm trying to be fair with this, but I'm also trying to be real with you. You know, like as a guy, especially if you're walking up to a girl and you're 24 and you've never had sex and you want to hook up with the girl, your chances are extremely low. A lot of girls at age 24 have had multiple experiences. And the same way it goes the opposite way. Like, I mean, me personally, I'm 24 now. I do not know a lot of guys my age who would be interested in messing with a girl who hasn't had sex before. But anyways, moving on. Okay, so to the crux of the matter. Do you wait until marriage to have sex? And if you had a girl, would you have a problem waiting until marriage to have sex with her? And this is how I would present this argument to you, okay? Treat marriage as a car, okay? Before you buy the car, you drive it off the lot. What happens, right? You check that all the tires are good. You check that the engine is running smoothly. You check that it has a steering wheel. You check that there's enough boot space for your needs and objectives. Using this metaphor, how important is sex to the running of that vehicle, i.e. your marriage? Because if displays of physical affection are very important to you, sex is like the two back wheels of the car. It doesn't run if the sex is bad. Now, say you wait until marriage to have sex for the first time and it's bad. That's a real risk that you're taking. What's the only way out of bad sex now? Cheating or divorce? Does that not seem like an irresponsible approach to a lifelong commitment? I mean, marriage, in my opinion, is supposed to be everything, and I put everything with an asterisk because I'll talk about that in another video, but it's supposed to be everything you want in another person. So how can you make that decision if you haven't quality tested all the categories that you can quality test to the best of your ability? Again, it's with an asterisk because I don't really believe that anyone is perfect for you. I think that it takes maturity to live with the bad side of a person and take the good as it. I don't know. We'll get into that in another video as well. Like I said, I have a lot to talk about. But on the other hand, if you guys are compatible and physical displays of affection are not important to you, then sex is like the cup holder in the car. Can you have your car without a cup holder? Maybe you can. Maybe if the bad sex is one tire and it's a bit flat, you can pump some air. You can learn to be better with each other, more physically compatible. On that note, though, I will say in my experience, there is a certain default stage physical compatibility between different people. I've been with multiple people, and your body chemistry and how you guys fit together in being physically intimate changes from person to person. So there are people that you're definitely more physically compatible with than others. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if you wait until marriage, you don't know that. On a more superficial, simplistic level, you want to sample as many flavors as possible before you decide on the one that tastes the best to you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that would be my approach. But like I said, it's not the end of the world, and it depends how important to you that aspect is in a lifelong commitment, which is what marriage is supposed to be. Although I think that the divorce rate is like half. So it doesn't look like marriage is a very successful commitment or investment anyways, but I don't know. I got a bit crazy there, but I try to consider all sides. So to answer your question, I would say it depends on how important sex is to you, but do be aware of those risks of waiting until marriage, because I'm going to try and be balanced in these conversations, but I also do want to have an opinion because I don't just want to waffle on the fence. My personal opinion is, no, you shouldn't wait to have sex until marriage. You should make sure to the best of your abilities that person is as compatible as possible for you. Okay. And then the next question is actually a funny ass question. I'm just going to read it. So can you talk about fashion where you buy kicks, clothes, finding drip, discountings, and online stores? Sasha, I appreciate you for this question because I personally do not consider myself like a very fashionable person. I actually dress like a wee character, in my opinion. I think that I have a reasonably good idea of like what good fashion is, or like acceptable fashion is. I don't dress like a bum, but I definitely dress as simply as possible. Like if I had money, I would dress like how those footballers dress. You know, when they're wearing like a designer tracksuit, like designer sweats. Like that's me. Like I keep it real simple. The one aspect of the game that I do really have locked down is kicks. So I build my outfit from the bottom up. I think you also wanted to know like where I get my stuff. So kicks, I usually go through Shelf Life. I think they're the best local outlet for unique kicks and sort of premium exclusive kicks. My price ranges usually sit around between $2,000 and $3,500, I would say. That's what I spend on average for kicks. Probably one of the best outlets for sneakers that I've found as well, where I got like more of my premium kicks, is a place called StockX. It's a website. They ship globally, but you know with South Africa's postal system, it'll take forever to get to your door, like maybe a couple months, few months, but they are verified. The shoes are authentic. The prices are not crazy. And when you build into the fact that you can get like literally from StockX any kick you want that's been released, because it's a resale website, but they're usually new and unused, because it's like, you know, these sneakerheads that go and stand in line, whatever. On top of that, a little inside secret, one of my boys from UCT, his name's Tony, I'm gonna plug his Insta. He's a sneakerhead here in SA. If y'all look at a drop and you guys don't think you're gonna be able to get your hands on a pair or something, talk to him. There you're gonna be looking at a bit of a price premium, because, you know, he has to do a little bit of work for you on the side, and he has to source it from someone who's already copped the shoes. But in terms of exclusivity, that's a good guy to hit up, and he really knows his stuff. Pants is jeans if I'm going out, and sweats if I'm not. It's really simple. Like, I'm wearing sweats right now. And then the top is literally like nice tees, simple colors with little graphics if I feel like it, nothing too crazy. Over the top, I wear denim jackets or a really dope ass jacket with like Japanese writing on it that I actually got from, this is another like little tip, those shady Instagram stores, you know, like the ones that pop up like ads. Some of them have the freshest drip, and I know it looks like a scam, but it's really not. Actually, the one time I ordered something, it took long to come, so I canceled the order, and it still showed up like a few months later. So I think I got my money back and I got the clothing item. So I'll try and find the website. If I find it, it'll be on the screen right now. Their clothes are like really dope. And if I'm feeling like I really want to pop out, you know, all of y'all have seen me wear it by now, like that black or the white Nigerian looking top with like the gold pattern that actually I got in Malaysia. But everyone just associates it with a Nigerian shirt. It does look kind of similar. But yeah, those are like my drippy items, I guess. Another great piece to my outfit if I'm going out, homies take special note of this, is a good ass fade. You look so much better if your edges are tightened up. Like for real, it makes such a big difference. Especially like my jawline looks sharper. You make sure you hop out the shower as close as possible to going out. So you make sure your skin is popping, you got the cream on, you looking nice. I used to wear my dad's watch, which was a gold watch as a little accessory going out. I'm so lazy now, I don't even wear it. It's like somewhere there in my cupboard. I can actually see it from here, yeah. I just never wear a watch either. I would say my best clothing item is actually my confidence. For those of y'all who are wondering, like, cause I was thinking about this question when Sasha asked it. I was thinking like, why do people dress nicely? Why would I dress nicely? And I would dress nicely to impress people if I'm going out, because I don't personally care about fashion like that. I like to look cool, I like to be comfy, but I don't really care about like dripping. So I would say if your reason is to impress like the homies, if y'all going out, y'all trying to impress gal, the best clothing item you can wear is confidence. I was scooping girls in first year with red sweatpants. Red. With these, bruh. Who you know scooping numbers with these, bruh? I used to wear that outdoors. Anyways, it's about confidence. Because the way I walked up in these sweatpants, girl them were like, oh. I wish y'all could hear my heartbeat. What is it about stairs? Anyways, it's the confidence with which you walk up. So yeah, that's a bit of advice I'd give as well. To be honest, the last time I bought clothes, like I went out to the store and bought clothes, I really don't like shopping like that, was like 2 years ago. And I took Shay with me as my fashion consultant. She plugged me up with all the stuff. So yeah, that's what I do for clothes and stuff. Anyways, that's the end of Keeping It Raw episode 2. Appreciate y'all. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bow. Keeping It Raw, is that the name of the show? Is that what we're going with? Let me know. Bye.